answer lies in the heart of battle.
King of Iron Fist Tournament.
Mugen TV versus Corner.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Hey everyone, this is MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another video. And before I start with this new topic, I just want to let you guys know that I really appreciate the feedback that you guys have left with my last two videos, which was quite different. And if you guys haven't checked it out, I advise you go check it out. I was pretty much talking about the relationship between game developers and content creators here on YouTube, and also game journalists versus content creators as well. I guess you could say the tug of war between these two, I guess you could say, entities. So let's begin. Now, with this topic, I pretty much had this on my mind as well, and I wanted to wait a little bit on it, but I decided, hey, it's a perfect time to really talk about it, and I want to hear your opinions on this. So, this topic is about video game leaks, and I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this. The fact is it bad for the gaming industry and its community? And I really want to talk to you because it amazes me how common leaks are today compared to what the industry was like about 5-10 years ago. And in fact, I had no idea about game leaks until the first leak, as far as I can remember, was around, I guess you could say, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And I believe it was around 2010 when an unknown Twitter user had announced that Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was going to be revealed at a gaming press event, and the internet went crazy, and most people didn't believe it was going to happen. But lo and behold, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was revealed, and yet I still didn't feed into the whole video game leak scene until once again another outlandish leak was spilled onto the community, which was the potential reveal of Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Now, I said to myself, this had to be fake. It sounded too much like a fanboy wish list to me, because I couldn't see a game or Capcom to come together and use Street Fighter, which is a 2D fighter, going up against Bandai Namco's Tekken, which is a 3D fighter. They were two different universes, two different gameplay styles, and I just couldn't see how they would mesh those together. But lo and behold, it happened again. And it was revealed at New York Comic Con, and they revealed the trailer of Street Fighter Cross Tekken. So ever since that happened, I've been paying pretty much close attention to some of the important, I guess you say, head figures of the leak community. So if you guys don't know some of these leakers, here are some of the, I guess you could say, well-known, or some of the leakers that have some credibility behind them, which is Vergaben, Shinobi 602, and Sabi, just to name a few. And some people within the gaming community see leakers as the plague of the industry, while others people see them as benefits in the gaming ecosystem. So before I step into it, I just want to let you guys know that I think it'd be important for me to pretty much put these, I guess you could say, leaks in different categories, from the upside to having them around, and the downside of what harm game leaks can do to the game industry, or I guess you could say to the community as a whole. So we'll start with the upside. And one, I believe that the upside to having leakers is the fact that they can prepare the community to pretty much see what's going on behind the scenes, as far as behind the scenes scams that some developers are planning to reveal in the coming future. We've seen it before. You know, game developers come up with ideas for game loot boxes, microtransactions, story modes being cut from a game series, and the list can go on and on. And we cannot forget that sometimes developers purposely put out release dates, prices, and planned content and mask it as a so-called leak as well. And this pretty much allows gamers to get together and voice their opinions on the situation as loud as possible, creating a backlash in the hope that developers take heed to what the community is saying to them. And also, of course, the upside is that it's also new material for content creators such as myself. Now, let's go on to the downside to having, I guess you could say, leaks for video games. So, for starters, of course, it can kill hype and excitement for, I guess you say, game reveals or content updates, because you won't be as hyped as you would be if you didn't know the reveal was coming. And a perfect example is this, that I had no idea that Cloud was going to be revealed in Super Smash Bros. Wii U, and I believe, to me, in my opinion, that was the hypest moment I ever had. And I'm so upset that I didn't put the reaction video up when Cloud was revealed. I literally lost my mind, because there was no leaks or any found information about this character come out. And I believe if Cloud was leaked out, I would be hyped hearing about the information, but when it comes time to the reveal, I wouldn't have been as hyped as I was before when I didn't know. And also, when it comes to, I guess you could say, leaks, it also creates a lot of clickbait content and spawn YouTube channels that heavily relies on leaks. And I think this is where the bigger issue lies in the YouTube community when it comes to leaks. I don't think leaks are necessarily bad, because from time to time I cover them, and I only cover those who have credibility behind them. But what's going on now within the gaming YouTube community and the leaker community is that there are content creators out there fishing for clicks on their channel, and I think that that's pretty much the worst part of the community that's going on right now. And the worst example is the Smash community when it comes to leaks. Not that everyone within this community are toxic, it's just a few out there that are really giving the leaking community pretty much a bad name. It's to the point that the word leak doesn't have any substance nor meaning behind it. This also invites the trolls, because the Smash community sucks this stuff up like a sponge. Now you have content creators from the Source filmmaker community jumping in on trolling, because the Smash leak community takes any kind of information they can find and cover it. And like my previous video, the same can be said about leaks. It can generate false hype within the community. It sets up false expectations for a game, while at the same time could hurt content creators' credibility in the process. For example, Metal Dave 64's channel was a disaster during the whole Nintendo Switch leaks and details on potential processors that would be designed for the unnamed console at the time. Most of his fan base took his word as fact and followed him to the very end, up until the reveal of the Nintendo Switch. It was the best exposed sight to behold during his live stream with Player Essence. His channel took a hit for a bit before it slowly recovered, but yes, it could definitely affect your reputation as a YouTuber. So all in all, I believe developers should wait to reveal their games at least a year away from launch. That's enough time for them to campaign and market the game leading up to the launch, while giving content creators enough content to digest and set expectations realistically, since the information is released accordingly. There won't be enough time to leave any droughts of information, which leads to fan speculation and overhype, which I covered in my last video. And that's pretty much it for this video. I definitely want to hear your thoughts and opinions on what you think about game leaks and how does it impact the gaming community, or I guess you could say impact content creators in general, and how does it affect the gaming industry as a whole. So definitely leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this topic, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified for when I upload more videos in the future. This is MugenLord signing off. See you game fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below, and don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.